Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
I
Yes,
can.
hello,
Hey,
hello.
Wonderful.
everybody.
Hey,
Wonderful. My name is Błażej. I am the head of development at Board&Dice, and today, with my three fantastic and esteemed guests, Candice, Ryan, and Marty, we will be playing Zapotec. Now, just for the benefit of people who have, for some reason, not yet encountered your work, oh, yes, we're back. So just for the benefit of the people in the audience who have, for some reason, not yet encountered your work, would you be so kind and just give yourself a word of introduction before we start?
Who wants to go?
you spoke first, Ryan.
I was waiting for you to speak first. I'm Ryan. I'm from Man vs. Meeple. We do a lot of different types of board game content, including live plays every week. We do a live kind of talk show called Chit Chat and basically just talk about board games on almost a weekly or daily basis. We have a pretty active Discord channel that you guys can all join if you're interested in getting to know us. But yeah, check us out at YouTube at Man vs. Meeple.
Thank you very much. Just 1 second, because somebody just wrote that they cannot hear us. Can you hear us now, though?
Hello,
Maybe Jared
hello.
turned
Check,
his
check.
mic off.
Okay, we have a quick checking. How are we doing here?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I can hear everybody, no problem.
Same here.
Same.
Same here.
Oh, Jared
Yes.
says
Okay.
Success.
We're good. We're great.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you. So, who's next?
I can go
Ladies
next.
first.
Thank you. I'm Candace Harris from Board Game Geek. I'm a BGG News contributor, and I also just recently started hosting a show where currently called Board Game Breakdown, where I interview game designers to kind of tell the story of how different board games were created from initial idea into like finished product. So that is me.
Thank you very much. And
Thanks
Marty?
for having me.
So I am Marty from the podcast Rolling Dice and Taking Names. We have a bi-weekly podcast, and you can check out our website, rolldicetakenames.com. We also have a pretty active Discord channel where, if you know our show, we talk a lot about food and lawnmowers, and every once in a while we talk about board games. But I'm excited because I've hung out with Ryan before, but I don't think I've ever played a game, and I've never got to hang out with Candace.
I
So
know.
I'm excited to hang out with these two
yeah.
great people today and play a game with them.
Yeah,
You
likewise.
know, the BGG crew is usually pretty busy at cons.
Right.
It's more of a wave high as you pass by kind of thing.
Yeah, and I just joined the crew last year, so I didn't
Yeah.
actually get to go to any cons really. Well, except Gamma Trade Show last year I went to. But
All right. Thank you very much. And it's a great pleasure for me to be able to actually interact a little bit with the people I usually only see on screens or hear in my headphones. Now, just before we jump into the game, two quick announcements. The first one is that the fantastic person behind this game, the designer Fabio Lupiano, will be interviewed 2 hours from now, so basically in the next segment. So if you want to know a little more about him, that's the place to find out more about Fabio and more about the game itself. Now, when it comes to the availability of the game in North America, what we're going to play here, Zapotec in North America will be exclusively available from Board Game Geek in November. Its release will coincide with BGG Con, and then will be available in retail in March 2022. Outside of North America, it will be available via regular channels at the end of the year. So at the end of the year, anyone outside North America can just go to an FLGS or a store of their choice to pick up a copy. So with those announcements done, do we have any questions just before we start, or anything anyone wants to mention?
No, but I'm excited when I got asked to demo this game because I'm a big fan of this designer. When
Me too.
Kalimala, I may say it wrong, came out, I was a huge fan of that. When Ragusa came out, that was my personal game of the year. So I cannot wait to check this out.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Right up
I'm
my
so
alley,
happy
too.
to hear that. Okay, so let's go straight to the main board here. What you see before you is Zapotec. It tells the story of a people that existed 2,500 years ago. And with those people, we will take the trip back in time to gain more land, build pyramids, and do all sorts of cool things, which I will start telling you about in detail presently. So let me just take a quick look at some of the functionalities. Yes, right here. So like I said, what you see here, this is the main board. This main board is divided into 3 areas designated by the 3 statues. You can see each area also is divided into 3 types of terrain. So this is something that will become important as we play the game. So firstly, let's take a look at the turn order. The game will play over 5 rounds, and basically there is a little deck up here. Let me zoom in just here. That contains, oh no, sorry, not here. Where is, oh yes, there is a, oh no, oh that's crazy. I'm very sorry. Let me just very quickly zoom in. There is a deck of cards here. When this deck runs out, this will mean that we are starting the final round of the game, and we will be playing through 5 rounds. And every round, in turn order, we will be performing certain actions. So actually, every turn we will start. Yes, every turn we will start by choosing one of the usually 4 cards we have in our hand. Now this is my hand here. I will be this player, so I'm going to flip it face up. So I'm going to give myself a bit of a disadvantage for the start. And at the start of every round, we will simultaneously choose one of those cards. Now, as I zoom in on those cards, you can see that every card consists of 3 elements. At the top of the card, right here, we have a resource. In the middle of the card, we're going to have a region, a type of a building, or possibly a type of terrain. And at the bottom, we will have a number. Now, when we select the card in the beginning of the turn, the number is the thing that interests us most, because the number will tell us when we will get to act. There are no 2 identical numbers among those cards. So if I, for example, decide to choose this card, flip it face down and say that this is my card for this turn, and it has a few more functions than just the number, which I will get to in a moment. Once everybody has chosen them, we're going to flip them face up. And from that point on, everybody will act in the order of initiative printed at the bottom of the card, from lowest number to highest. And again, there are no ties in those cards. Every card has a unique number. And then when your turn comes, you will go through 5 steps. And those 5 steps are going to be collecting income, performing capital actions, constructing buildings, scoring the round's bonus, and drawing a new action card. So let me now go through them. Let me go through them right now. The first step is collecting income. Now, when we collect income, and I'm going to move this card right here, when we collect income, we look at the resource, the basic resource depicted on the card. We can choose the line or the column and activate that line or column to receive the income from that line or column. The income is always going to be that exact resource. So in this case, it would be a brick. And any resources depicted on tiles that are here. Now, just to very quickly simulate how this could look, if I had these 2 tiles in this column, and I decided to activate this column to collect income, I would collect a brick, a stone, corn, 1 wood, and 1 gold coin. This would be everything I would collect. So what we will want to do, in fact, is build those rows and columns in a way that will provide us resources. I'm going to return those now to their proper places. Now, once we have collected income, and everybody, by the way, will start with the 3 basic resources. So we'll start with 1 stone, 1 wood, and 1 brick. Once we have done that, we will go into performing capital actions. And there are 4 types of capital actions. The first one is buying trade tiles. And let me, oh yes, this time I made it. Let me take a quick look at capital tiles. Capital tiles come in 3 categories: 1, 2, and unsurprisingly, 3. This is actually the number of coins you will have to pay in order to buy a capital tile. Now, you can buy up to 1 capital, up to 1 trade tile from each group, so from each row. So if I had enough coins, I could buy a tile, for example, this tile, and let's say this tile. Right? I could buy them all if I had enough coin to do that. Now, tiles, they come in mostly in 3 varieties. Every tile, when we, let me zoom in even closer a little bit here, every tile will either have a 1x in their top left corner, which means that it can be used once per game. It will have 1 in this little circle, which means that it can be used once per turn, or will come with no marking, which means that it is a permanent ability that is going to change something about how the game is played. Right, the next option is to build a pyramid level. Let me see if I can zoom in where I want to. More or less that was good, so let me just come here. Building a pyramid level happens here in the middle of the board. Now, when we build a pyramid level, the first thing we're going to do, if there are no pyramids yet started, as in the beginning of the game, I can choose 1 pyramid piece, and it has to be either the biggest pyramid piece or the middle-sized one. And by the way, the pyramid pieces in the actual game are actual 3D little pyramid pieces, not just boring little tiles like these. They look really cool, but for the build here on Tabletopia, we have something slightly simpler. So when I do, I start a new pyramid if none exists, and when I start a new pyramid, I will also choose one of those bonus tiles right here on the side of the board. And again, let me zoom in. This tile I will choose and place in the bonus space here. This will allow me, and anyone else who actually builds extra steps to extra layers or extra pieces of the pyramid, will allow us to score extra points for a specific type of building, region, or type of terrain. And again, I will come back to that as we get to the scoring part of the game. Now, you are absolutely allowed to, and let me borrow maybe a piece of pyramid for this, I promise to give it back quickly. You can absolutely build on top of a pyramid that somebody has started. The only thing you cannot do is you can only add a middle-sized piece either to start a new pyramid or to continue a pyramid that consists only of the biggest piece. You can also use the smallest pyramid piece, but you can only do that. You can do that to finish off a pyramid that is already 2 levels high, like this one. Or you can start and at the same time finish a pyramid that way, only if you have already spent all your other pyramid pieces. So you have to get rid of your big pyramid piece, your 2 middle-sized pyramid pieces, and when you do, you are actually allowed to start and finish a pyramid in 1 move. So basically, build a tiny, tiny pyramid that is only a little ziggurat. And this is how building a pyramid works. To build a pyramid, you have to pay 1 of each of the basic resources. So in this case, that would be 1 stone, 1 wood, and 1 brick. And you also have to spend 1 priest. A priest is an extra resource. It's an advanced resource. All of those advanced resources are depicted as circles. I'm bringing it right here just to show you that this is what you actually need to build a pyramid piece. Now, the next thing you can do is you can perform a ritual. So when you perform a ritual, you are going to spend, I'm sorry, again, Yes, there we are. So when you perform a ritual, you are going to spend a priest, a coin, and one of your personal tokens, and you are going to place your personal token on a ritual card. Ritual cards score you extra points at the end of the game. Now, there are a couple of rules for the ritual cards. One of them is that you can only have, that you can only use a number of tokens equal to or lower than the number of your pyramid pieces. So the moment I build my first pyramid piece, I can use my capital action to place a token on a ritual card. When I have 2 pieces built, then I can be on 2 cards, and when I have 3, I can be on 3 of them. 3 is the maximum number. We can have only 1 token per ritual card. Once I have 1 token on each of the 3 rituals, then I will be partaking in all of their scorings. Again, I will talk about scoring those when we get to the scoring. Finally, we have the sacrifice action. The sacrifice action is basically climbing the sacrifice track. And actually, we have even a little aid here available right here, which tells us that we need to spend 1 priest and up to 5 corn, a minimum of 1, a maximum of 5 corn. For every corn we spend, we are allowed to move 1 step on the sacrifice track. And when you move up the sacrifice track, you receive everything that you see here on that sacrifice track. So these here are points. You can get some extra resources, which you choose immediately, or you can get discounts for building the trade tiles, the level 2 and the level 3 trade tiles. Finally, we get here the ability to perform a ritual without paying a priest. And if we get here to the penultimate space, we are allowed to immediately place 1 of our tokens on a pyramid, not paying any costs and ignoring anything that we need to do, including the number of pyramid pieces that we need into the game. Now, these are the 4 capital actions. Are there any questions at this point?
No.
No, I think it's very clear.
So since I promised I'm going to give you back the blue piece, but not yet, please be patient.
Sure.
It'll return to you. I'm gonna go even further and grab a purple piece just for a demonstration I will need soon, but not now. Let's just leave this pyramid standing here. And in the meantime, let's go to the construction step. Now, this is a very important thing about understanding how the game works. Any capital actions you perform, you have to perform before you start your construction step. Once your construction step is started, no further capital actions may be performed. Now, during the construction step, you get to build some actual buildings on the board. So again, let me just zoom in on my board to show you how this works. So firstly, I have chosen, once again, this card for my turn. This card tells me that the building type I can build this turn is a temple, which means that I can only build on temples. And temples are visible, for example, here. Each one of those dark red tiles is a temple. So I can only build on dark red tiles, of course, on the whole board, but just for purposes of demonstration, I'm zooming in on a fragment of the board. The second thing I have to do is I have to pay for that specific building. And if we zoom in closer here, you can see that there is also a handy reference that tells us that I need to pay 1 stone and 1 brick to build a temple. So let's say I actually do that. I'm going to pay the brick and I'm going to pay the stone. And now I get to choose where my temple goes. So for example, let's say I want my temple to go here. And by this, and then once I do this, I take the tile, I take one of my buildings and actually place it on the board. This is now my temple. Then I can decide where I want to put this tile. And this is the way we build those rows and columns, creating options for us to collect more income. Now, if I place it on this one-time gain like here, I will receive it immediately. So if I placed it, for example, here on this 1 coin, I would immediately grab a coin and receive it. So from now on, I have this coin. Of course, this will not make more coins for me in the future, but maybe if I manage to build some other buildings that provide me coins, that will actually allow me to gain more coins during the game. Once the construction step is finished, and by the way, during the construction step, you can build as many buildings as you want, if you can pay for them, and if they all adhere to the rules here laid out on your card. There is one more thing which I should mention. Everybody has one palace piece. So there is this little piece here. It's called the palace piece. You build it the same way you build any building, with the exception of it being a bit more expensive because it requires one of each of the 3 basic resources. And when you build a palace piece, you place that palace piece on the board under your regular building. So if I wanted to build a palace here, I would put it on the board right here, still place one of my wooden buildings on top of it, wooden houses, but instead of placing it in the resource grid, I would flip it face down and place it on my palace. A palace on its own does not provide me with any resources, but a palace always counts as 2 buildings for purposes of all scorings in the game. So this is something that will not offer you stuff during the game, but potentially will allow you to score more points. Now, having done this, so basically having gone through our building step, there are just construction step. There are just 2 more quick steps. For the 4th step is to score the current round's bonus card. So for that, we would go to the center of the board here and take a look at this card. And this card says receive 2 points for each of your villages. So every village I have right now would score me 2 points. Since I built only a temple, I would score no points. If I had any villages anywhere on the board, I would score 2 points for this. Now let's very quickly take a look at other cards available here. If any of those cards, so for example, if this leftmost card would be the scoring card, then I would score 2 points for every temple I have. This is the region, so the yellow or blue regions would allow me, any building I have there would allow me to score 2 points per building. And of course, there can also be a terrain type, and the terrain type, any building I have on a given terrain type, would also allow me to score points for that. Once that is done, I am going to draw a new action card. So I am going to go down here, look at the cards still available, and draw one of those cards into my hand, thus replenishing my hand back to 4 cards. And again, from left to right, this allows me to build anywhere but on a given terrain. This is just the village. Again, this is a type of terrain, and this is a region. Now, once all of us perform our turns, and there is only 1 card left here, that 1 card will become the new scoring card, and we will, all of the cards we played will be placed as the new 4 cards for draft, and one of those cards will be added from this deck here. That's signaling that we are starting a new round. So basically, we spend those cards, but then they become available to us and to other players during the next turns. Now, once we have played through 5 rounds, we will go into scoring. And scoring is actually, sorry, this was a bit of a mishap here. Now, scoring is actually depicted on the other side of our player aid card. It shows us what we will be scoring at the end of the game. So the first thing we're going to score is the sacrifice track. The sacrifice track, just as a reminder, is situated here. The person who's the highest on sacrifice track will score 9 points, the next person will score 6, and the next person will score 3. Now, one important thing, to be able to score anything, you have to take at least 1 step on the sacrifice track. And if there are 2 players on the same spot, the player whose token is on the bottom, so the one who arrived there first, will break the tie. So basically, in this case, I would be the player scoring the points, and the purple player would score the lower number of points. So this is how the sacrifice track is scored. Now, the next thing we're going to score are the rituals. So we will take a close look at every ritual card we have a token on and score points. And let me very quickly go through what those do. So in this case, you get a 6 VP for a set of 3 buildings with the same type and different terrain. So basically 3 villages. If I had 3 villages, one situated here, one situated here, one situated here, I would score 6 points. And I can, with this card, I can receive a maximum of 18 points, which means I can score up to 3 of those sets. The second card here is very simple. Every step on the sacrifice track gives us 1 victory point, with a maximum which we can score being 12 points. And finally, this card gives us 1, 2, 3 victory points for each trait tile of 1, 2, of level 1, 2, or 3. And again, it caps out at 12 points. So once I have enough cards to receive 12 points, I don't know, let's say 4 level 3s, this is the maximum I can get. And this is how you score rituals. After that, we will score pyramids. Now, this is how a pyramid scores, and this is why I really wanted to have this one here. So every piece in the pyramid I own will score 1 point per building type or per building terrain I have depicted under that pyramid. So in this case, every village I had would score me 1 point. If I had 5 villages, that would be 5 points. Now, if that pyramid actually looked a little different, let's say that this is how this pyramid looks like, every village would score me 2 points. Now, if this pyramid was built over this tile, every building I have, regardless of type, that is built on this type of terrain will score me 2 points, and so on. Are there any questions regarding this scoring here? Because I know that this is the one that sometimes might be problematic to catch on immediately.
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
All right, fantastic. So finally, and let me bring this up here. If a pyramid is completed, everybody scores 5 points per level they have in that pyramid. So both of these pyramids here are completed because they have the top piece. So in this case, the blue player would receive 5 points. I would receive 10 points. And for this pyramid, I would receive 5 points, and the purple player would receive 5 points as well. And this is basically everything. This is the whole scoring. Let me maybe very quickly go into the tiles we have available just to make them clear. The level 1 ones are very simple. Once per game, you can simply receive those resources. As there is no cap on the number of resources you can have, you can very simply just flip them the moment you receive them. The ones here on level 2, once per turn, you can spend something, in this case wood, brick, or stone, to receive a priest, 2 corn, or 2 wood, respectively. This one here, this card, allows us to put a marker on a ritual card once per game without paying anything and without looking at any other restrictions. So we can simply do this. This tile here allows us to pay 2 corn to move up the sacrifice track. So right here, 4 spaces. This tile here is a bit unique because this tile has a permanent ability. When we acquire it, we're going to cover up on our player board the price of a village, thus changing it for the price we can see here. From now on, the village, instead of having to pay a brick and a wood for it, we just simply pay 1 wood to build a village. So these are all of the ones available. As more become available, I will explain them as well. And now, as I promised, I'd be giving back the stuff I took from people. Let me return the blue pyramid piece and the purple pyramid piece. Thank you very much for lending me those towards explaining the game. Just grab the ones which are my own. Now, we do not have any sort of a starting player, as we will start by picking one card, and that will create our order for the round. If you want to, you can grab those cards and put them in your hand. To do that, you simply grab them and bring them to the bottom of the screen, which usually works, but apparently not this time. Yes, that should work. Let me see if I can do anything else here. No, I can't rotate. Maybe. Well, let's see. Let me try to push age and try to do this again. Oh yes. So if you press age, you'll be able to simply put them in your hand. And again, just as a reminder, you will be getting rid of one of those cards every turn and getting a new one. And I actually managed to drop one here. By the way, if you push age, you can hide those away for the time you're doing something else, and pushing age brings them back. Okay, so let's stop for a second here. Are there any questions? Is there anything I can make more clear before we start playing the game?
I know I'm just picking a very high number so I can go last and see how this works.
Good call.
Yes, that is a good idea. Now, a smart play from me would be actually picking also a high number, but maybe I'm not going to play my best game. Instead, I will simply also pick a card which has a low number. That way, yes, I might be the one that actually starts early, and I am going to get rid of those resources because I do not have them. So this is going to be my card, and these are my 3 starting resources here.
I have my card out as well.
Me too.
Oh, all right, so let's flip them face up and tell me what numbers we have.
I'm 11.
12.
Oh, we have a 3. So, and by the way, yes, my number is 7. So number 3 obviously goes first.
Yes. So number 3 is me. I'm producing a stone. Obviously, there's nothing in any of my rows or columns, so just 1 stone for me. Correct?
Correct.
Do we all do income, or do I do all of my steps in order? That was one thing.
Well, to be honest, usually when we play, we can all do income at the same time. Usually. Sometimes it may be important what type of income. I mean, later in the game, it may be important what somebody else does. So you may want to do income when your turn starts. This is where rules as written, we do this. In the beginning of the game, we can all do income at the same time, as there are not as many options. Later on, as I said, it might be important which resources I actually get and which I don't get. So we want to do this as our turns actually start.
All right, now, correct me if I'm wrong, because obviously you know this game better than any of us. We can't do any capital actions on the first turn because we don't have any of the resources required for capital actions. Is that correct?
That is true. That is true. During
I
the
want to make
first
sure I
turn,
wasn't missing anything there. So, if that's the case, then I will go straight on to my construction step. This says I can build any village, correct?
correct.
Which is going to cost me a wood and a brick, which I have a wood and a brick to get rid of.
Yeah, let's just put them somewhere aside. Don't worry about putting them away.
Okay.
There.
I will be able to build one, so I'll take one of my houses. It doesn't matter the order I take these houses off,
No,
does it?
It does not.
I can build it on any of these spaces.
Oh, there's also a black starting house from the demo.
Oh,
still.
sorry. Sorry. I will take it away right now.
Oh,
Promise
already
I'm
trying
not
to
a
cheat,
cheater.
I see.
That was a slick move
Promise
there.
I'm not a
Yeah, that was
cheater.
pretty good.
And they all give coin plus something else, correct? So
Yes. Yes, villages always give you a coin plus a basic resource.
and this scoring card is just saying any village. It doesn't matter where it is.
Any village.
Oh,
And by
man,
the way,
I want-
if I had a palace on a village, that would count as 2 houses, so it would score double.
I think I want brick, so I'm going to take this one here.
Great.
That would give me brick and coin, and I'm going to put it. So if I put it here, covering this priest, I immediately gain 1 priest. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right.
Let's
do that and take a priest.
Let me grab that priest for you.
Thank you so much.
There he is.
And that's all I can do for building. I don't have nothing costs 2 stone, unfortunately. So.
Okay. So now let's score your villages. You have 1 village, which means that you are going to score 2 points, and I'm going to move you 2 points.
Runaway lead.
Nice.
Yes.
That's right. No one can catch me now.
Him.
Now I'm going to take this card and put it on the other side of this deck, and it is time for you to pick a card for to replenish your hand back to 4.
I'm going to take this card right here.
Splendid. All right. I am number 7, and I think that means I'm going to be the next player. So with the number 7, as you can see right here, I will generate 1 stone. So let me just grab that stone from down here and zoom in on my situation. I will not be getting any points, which is kind of sad, but maybe let me take a very quick look at the other cards available here. Yes, that might be not a bad idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably get in on this village, and let's see. Yes, I'm going to grab this. So we're kind of neighbors now. Hello.
The cornfield.
Oh, that's sweet.
And with this, I think I'm going to actually put it right here on the coin. So this way, I actually have a coin for the next turn. This was a cornfield. A cornfield costs a wood and a stone. Now, looking at points, I get no points, unfortunately. I'm a bit sad about that, but that's okay. I'm going to just grab it and place it on top.
I'm keeping my lead. That's what matters.
Absolutely.
My 2-point lead.
I'm going to just put it here, and I think I'm going to grab this card. Get into my hand. Thank you. And that is my turn. Thank you very much.
So then I think it's me because I'm 11.
Absolutely.
I already took my wood income. So so I guess I'll jump to construction as well. And I think I am going to build a village right here. This one. And I'm going to put it here and get the coin.
Let me grab the coin for you.
Oh, thank you. And then I need to spend a brick and a wood to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Get on there. Okay. And then I will
most definitely receive 2 points. So let me move you up twice here on the track.
Thank you.
You're already on 2 points, and
all right, watch out, Ryan.
There isn't a single leader
has been
anymore.
Demolished in a single turn.
Okay, and then I drop my card.
The truth is that if you want to, because you had a type of resource, you can also build a farm if you would like. With these 2 resources, as you can see, you can actually
continue building.
Yes, absolutely.
Cornfield.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a cornfield.
Oh, that's smart.
Let's do this one. Or do I want it? Maybe I'll do this one. Oh, I didn't put my house out.
Oh yes, please do. It's important to see where you are.
Yeah. So I will build this. this is tricky. I'm going to go right here with that. And so I'll spend these resources. Thank you. I forgot about the multiple build. And then I'll put my house here.
Now, this does not change anything about scoring, so we're okay when it comes to the scoring.
Cool.
Now, all that's left for you is to pick a card.
Oh, right.
Card for you for the next turn.
Yes, and I will pick. I think I'll take this one.
Splendid. And now.
All right, so I already collected a resource earlier, collected income. I got my stone. And now I can build anywhere, and I guess in the forest area. I guess I should grab a village since it's scoring right now. And let me see what's in my hand.
And again, if you grab a village, which is a wood and a, if you grab a village, which is a wood and a brick, you won't be able to build anything extra because you have 2 stones. But if you decide not to get 2 points this turn, you would be able to actually build 2 buildings.
That's actually a smarter play. I like that. Good teacher over there. Okay, so with that in mind, that means I could build basically a, what is the red thing? Oh, it's
the red thing. It's a temple.
Temple. Okay, so a temple or the cornfields. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can build both a cornfield and a temple.
So going back to the end of the scoring, is there was an advantage to building in different temple or different areas of the board?
Well, everything depends on this part here, basically. When we build pyramids, every time a pyramid is started, a type of building or a region or a type of terrain is possibly going to score. I mean, it will be scoring for everyone who is a part of this pyramid. So basically, there's a little bit of that to think, but also, indeed, we have a ritual card, which you have to get on that ritual card, basically. You have to put your token on that ritual card. And to do that, you most probably, at this point, would also need to build at least a level of a pyramid, which says 6 VP for a set of 3 buildings with the same type. So 3 cornfields, 3 temples, or 3 villages, but each of them on a different terrain type. So one in the forest, one in the mountains, and one on the plateau.
All right, so this won't help me with that one. All right. So with that in mind, I will go ahead and let's see, since I'm just close down here to this green one, I will build this right here, and I will throw it on this one so I can immediately grab a priest.
Let me put your little house there immediately. So that we don't forget.
And let me pay that cost there, which is a brick and a stone. Whoa. And you've already taken care of my little house. And then I will go to, see, that one gave me a brick. So let's do something different with the field. So I will grab, let's see, this one over here and drop it. You drop it anywhere, right?
Yes, absolutely. And again, let me just drop your little wooden house there.
I'll drop it here, which will immediately give me a gold.
Correct.
Okay. So I'll grab one of those. And I have to pay for that. So I'll put those back in the stack.
Or you can just keep them somewhere off to the side because we'll be generating a lot of resources and spending a lot of resources. Okay. So.
I don't collect any points because I didn't do a village. And I think I just now discard a card.
I will just discard this for you and
grab that's just different terrain types again. I'll just take this one.
Ah, damn it. Okay. So this ends the round, which means that this card here is going to become the next scoring card. So I'm going to place it here in the scoring card section of the main board. Now, I'm going to draw a new card from this, and this tells us that a new round is starting. And all of the cards we use this turn return as ones that we can now select for after we finish the turns.
That's cool.
Yes, so
Yeah.
we are going to be working around the same cards, which may mean that it can be a little crowded in some locations. And now is the time for us to start the next round, which means that we should pick the cards we want to play. Just as a reminder, this here in the middle is the terrain type we're going to be scoring for. So everything built on that terrain is going to score points for us.
I have placed my card in front of me.
Okay.
Same.
By in front of me, I mean underneath my player board, because technically it's all in front
And
of me.
I'm doing the same.
Me too.
Splendid. So let's flip them face up and see what numbers we have here.
10.
4.
13.
27. I will be dead last.
All right, seems like 4 is first then.
All right, here
Correct.
we go. No pressure. Since I'm generating wood, obviously I'm going to go for my row here. So I'll get 1 wood plus that stone, a coin. Oh, let me hide my cards. Thank you.
I just brought
Coin.
corn for you.
Okay.
And I think a brick. And there is a brick as well. So
Yeah, and then a brick.
Let me just drop
Cool. Thank
drop
you.
this resource here.
Oh, so now more opportunities
Now you have
this
options.
round.
Now, please remember, the first thing you want to do is, if you want to do any capital actions, now is the time before you build anything. Because as you build, you may potentially get some extra immediate resources, and these resources are kind of designed not to be available on the same turn you drop the building on. So any capital actions, and just as a reminder, you can get some trading tiles, you can build possibly a pyramid level that's not yet available to you as you do not have the priests, right? And climbing the sacrifice track. However, getting a trade tile is absolutely available at this point, as is building a pyramid level.
Yes. Let me just take a quick look at what I need. I'm thinking about spending 2 coins on one of these conversions.
Yes, they are pretty cool, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll spend my 2 coins. And now I can trade in wood for a priest once per round. So that's kind of neat. And when can I activate this? Like
immediately.
Okay.
If you want to, you can activate it immediately. So if you wanted to, for example, climb the sacrifice track this turn already by just 1 space, but still you could activate it now, exchange the wood into a priest, and then spend a priest and 1 corn to make 1 move on the sacrifice track. This is just an example, but yes, you can do nice combo-y things like these with the trade tiles.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do need my wood to build a cornfield, I think. So I don't know if I'm gonna take advantage of that right now. Unless I don't build I have to build a cornfield if I'm gonna construct.
Correct.
Yeah, so okay, so this will come in handy later, we'll say. I will go ahead and okay. All right, I'm gonna build then. Let's do it. Is there anything else I could do? No, I could do a pyramid, but if I got the priest, but then I wouldn't have the wood. Rituals.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and build. And so I can only build cornfields. So I will build, and I want it to be on the brown terrain. So
okay, I'm gonna just move the resources away already.
Okay, thank you. And then I guess I will build over. I'll come over here. Take this one. And I will go ahead and what do we spend corn on again?
Corn is spent basically, one of the best ways probably to spend corn is to climb the sacrifice track, because you can spend, as a capital action, you can spend 1 priest and from 1 to 5 corn to move from 1 to 5 steps. So this is this is probably the best way to spend corn in the game.
Okay.
Sometimes there are also some trade tiles that work off corn as well.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll do, actually, no, I'm going to put this here. Yeah, I'm going to put this here.
Okay.
And then I have to move my card too.
Right, so let's put away that card. Let's give you some points. And right now you have 2 buildings on this plateau type of terrain, the brown terrain, which means that you will be scoring 4 points. Now we have a clear leader.
Love it.
Yep, that's true.
So let me just move you on 6 right there. And finally, please select one of the cards that you're going to take into your hand.
Okay. I think it's going to be this one.
Great. So I see a 10 right here.
Yep.
So
that is me. 10. Am I next?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do my line across. That gives me 2 brick and 1 coin. Certainly, 2 brick.
Let me grab that coin for you.
Thank you.
Here it is.
Though I'm going to spend it immediately, actually, to buy this trade tile that gets me a stone and a wood. So I'll take another stone and another wood.
Nice.
And that's just out of the game, right?
Or
we hold on to them for scoring, potentially.
I think, yes, you hold on to it for scoring, absolutely. Because this is simply flipped face down, it is not removed from the game.
Don't want to build a pyramid level. I think that's the only capital action I'm going to do is buy that trade tile currently.
Okay.
So I'm going to do construction. So I can build anywhere on dirt. I have a stone and a brick to build a red building on dirt. So I will do that here. And I have another stone and another brick to build on a red building in dirt, and I'll do it here. And I have a stone and a wood, which is going to build me a cornfield.
Right.
I will do that here and build on this cornfield.
Woo! Wow.
Wow.
Run away,
that's all
that is
resources.
One good turn.
And I got to decide where I want to put these things. So just bear with me.
Absolutely. In the meantime, I'm actually going to score your points because that will not change. And that is 2, 4, 6, 8 points for you.
Nice.
All right,
so you are going way up to 10.
I'm going to cover. I'm actually going to cover this thing and get a corn here. No, that's I'll do that. And no, you know what? What am I playing next turn? Hold on, I'm sorry. Yeah, I will do that and get a corn. And then I have to discard this card and then choose another card. I'm going to take this one. And I think that's everything for me.
Marvelous.
All right. One thing I noticed on the last turn when I put the pyramid over this spot, I don't think I grabbed a priest.
No, I don't think you have. Let me grab that priest for you. Yes.
Yeah, you should still have it if you did.
Yeah,
right.
I'm going to spin it. And so then I'll activate this wood. And of course, I'll go horizontally and grab a wood, stone, and a food or corn.
I have the corn for you right here.
Thank you.
And while I'm at it, here's a wood.
Thank you.
And here's a stone.
Perfect. All right. Let's let me think about this for a second. If I could do all those, probably too soon to do that. Okay. So let me see. So I got 2 wood.
Yes. So firstly, capital actions. Before you build anything, if there is anything from the capital actions, like buying a tile, for example, if you want to do that, now is the time.
All right. I kind of like what Ryan did over there. And I'm going to spend a gold to grab it's like every building except the village requires a stone. So I got that. So that and that. And then a wood.
Are you copying my moves, Marty, over there?
Yeah, I am. I'm copying both you and Candace. I'm actually copying all of y'all. So,
no, you know what? Don't copy me. Don't copy me. Being a developer on a game means that there are like 5 versions of the game that live in my head at all times, and I need time to actually get rid of, like, purge the extra ones. So probably I'm going to be an incredibly weak player also, because it takes time for me to say, oh, no, that's no longer the rule. So no, stop thinking about this option. Start thinking about this one. It's always so weird.
So I put away my gold, and I'm going to grab, I need a wood and a corn, if you're grabbing.
Let me first replenish here.
Yep.
And a wood and a corn, of course. So there's the corn. And there, and here we have some wood.
Yep.
Okay.
So actually, I'm not going to copy exactly what he did. Then I'm going to build. No, wait a minute. That's just why I did this. There was a reason why I did this. Okay, so I'm going to do the ritual thing where I spend a priest and 2 corn to move up the track twice.
Nice.
Is that right? No.
Absolutely.
Oh no, I don't have a gold. No.
No, but
no, sacrifice.
I'm doing a
sacrifice. I'm doing a sacrifice,
yes.
not the ritual. Yes.
Correct.
So I'm going to spend the priest and 2 corn to move up on the sacrifice track twice.
Nice.
Cool.
And that will score you
Breaking
immediately
ground.
one point, and then you get to choose one resource right here. So you get to choose one of those resources.
Yes.
Just
all right. So now, with that in mind, I will take a brick.
Surprise, surprise.
What a twist.
I'll grab that, put it right there. Now I'll build, okay, let me see. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to move to the construction step. So now I got the rocky terrain, and now I can be able to build 2 buildings. So I'm going to build basically a village and a cornfield.
All right. Let me take these aside.
A village and a cornfield. All right. So let me look around the board here. So that one gives me a stone. That one gives me a wood. So I'll take, here's the cornfield that I'll take, and I'll drop it on that spot, which immediately gives me a corn.
Correct. And again, let me grab that corn for you.
I grabbed it.
And then don't forget to put your house out.
Of course, yes.
And the house, got it, goes right there. And what else I paid for? Oh, I paid for the village. So a village in a rocky area is, I'll take this one and I'll put it, take the center square here.
Yeah.
Well,
again, it's always
let me see what I'm doing.
It's always a good idea to take a look at your hand of cards and at what you may potentially take in order to know what you might be able to activate next turn with a card.
Yep, got it. All right. So I will leave it there. And I think that's it for my construction.
Which means that firstly, let's very quickly check the buildings you have on the plateau. I can see one here.
Oh, I didn't put out another building right there that I took.
No. So that's 2, which means you're going to be scoring 4 points. That moves you up to 5. And please choose a new card for your next turn. And in the meantime, let me just jump into my turn very quickly. In this case, I can activate the wood, which means that I will be getting wood and stone as well as 1 corn. So let me grab that corn as well. From the capital actions, I am going to spend 1 coin in order to grab me a tile. Let me see what tile I might need. Yes, definitely I'm going to grab this tile that allows me to get yet another wood and another brick. And that means another wood and another brick. And that means that I should be able to, in fact, build up 3 buildings. Now, ideally, I would like 2 of them to possibly be temples, so then I won't be able to build 3 buildings, which is a bit sad. So in that case, let's build basically 1 of each. Let's build 1 of each. This will be the 3 combinations that exist in the game. So I'm going to put them here for now, and then I'm going to move them aside. And that means that I will be getting 1 of these here. Then I will grab this village here. And in the end, I also need a cornfield. And I think I'm going to go for this cornfield here. So right here. And let me just put them very quickly. Looking at my cards might be not a bad idea at all. So I'm going to put them like so, and then possibly like so, giving me 1 extra corn immediately. And now when it comes to points, I gotta say that I'm not going to make a lot of them, because this specific terrain only has 1 of my houses. So basically, the plains, yes, indeed, only have 1 of my buildings, so I will be getting 2 points. And to wrap up my turn, I'm going to return this card here. And maybe I'll be lucky with some more forests. So I will just grab this here. And that finishes my turn. My turn was the last turn of the round. So again, this card goes into the middle to be the next scoring card. Let me just place it.
One thing I like about this is when I was selecting my card, I purposely left 2 cards knowing I was going to score on either one of those, whichever one you selected.
Yeah, that's cool.
So going last can have a benefit because you can set the scoring card for the next round.
Correct.
You picked the one I was hoping for.
Nice.
Now we have 5 new cards. And once again, as we start a new round, let's look into our hands and pick the card that we want to use to build new things. And the scoring will be basically scoring for cornfields.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, I picked.
I did too.
Same.
Now it's like we're at that point where it's like, maybe I want to be first, but I need something else.
And as tiles are claimed off the board, you're gonna be fighting for spaces.
Yep.
Right.
Thinning out.
I like being last and getting to choose what the scoring card is for next round. That's nice too.
Yeah.
I think everybody has played their cards, so let's flip them face up. I'm number 26, so I really wonder.
20.
I'm 23, so I guess I'm not last.
Wow.
I'm 2.
Okay.
Well, there we go.
I don't know what I want to do. I know. Okay, so I did the wood so that I could go vertically underneath it. So that's going to be Are you going to grab these for me, or you want me to?
Let me just.
It's 2 wood, a brick, a gold, a corn.
So let's see. 2 wood, a brick. Was that a brick? What else?
A gold and a corn.
A gold and a corn. So I think I've managed to gather all of them here, and let me just drop them right here.
Perfect.
Yes.
And then let's see. Well, we were supposed to replace one of the trade tiles. There's an empty spot.
Oh, yes, yes. I'm sorry. Let me just.
That's all right.
Let me just replace that really quickly. Here it is.
That one does already exist. I want to discard that one and get a new one. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No.
Flat out, no.
No.
That will not happen. The purpose of the palace again was what? Building the palace?
Well, basically, the palace counts as 2 buildings. It does not produce any resources for you. So if you take a tile, you will simply place that tile in the place of the palace tile, right? So if you build, let's say, the palace on this temple spot, you will just take it and place it here. So this will not go into your resource grid. However, the palace always counts as 2 buildings for the purposes of any scorings. Any scoring for rituals, for pyramids, or even for the scoring at the end of the game, your palace will always count as 2. So if you, for example, this round placed a palace on a cornfield location, that palace alone would score you for points.
Okay. And I'm looking around. Okay. So I was looking at how to get priest. So certain tile. Okay. So the temple tiles have priests. Got it. Okay.
Right.
Got it. And the village tiles have gold always, and
hey,
that was
yes.
Hey, good thematic sense. Okay.
No. The cornfields provide you corn, surprisingly. Yes,
exactly.
Yes, I know we're known for heavy strategic Euro games, but we do actually think about the theme surprisingly a lot.
That's really good. So with that in mind, go ahead.
No, just wanted to say that as much as it might sound like a joke, theme is quite important for learning and enjoying the game for many people. So hey, wherever we can make sense with this, we will.
Right. Okay. So with that in mind, I definitely want to build a temple this round so I can try to generate more priests. So I'm going to spend the gold, and I'm going to grab this tile right there and go ahead and activate it to give me a stone and a brick.
That's great. Let's flip it face down.
And I'll grab those, I guess. Stone and a brick. And I think that's all I can do for the capital phase, or all I want to do. All right. So now I know that these 2 combined will give me a temple tile. And that's all I'm going to be doing because I can only do temple tiles this turn. Okay.
Right.
But let's see. What cards are down there? Potentially planes. I could use more stone. Let me see if there is a temple with a stone in a temple. And there is. So I'm going to grab this one. Oh, wait a minute. What's the scoring one down here again?
So
victory points for 3 buildings of the same type but different terrain. Same type but different terrain. Okay.
So for example, if you had, let me just zoom in here on the blue region. If you had this temple, and this temple, that is 6 points for you, right? Or if you had this temple and hey, maybe this temple and perhaps this temple here, that's again 6 points.
Perfect. All right. So
they don't have to be in the same region. They can be in the same region, obviously.
Okay.
The important thing is that they are on different terrain types.
All right. So with that in mind, I will take this one down here, right there, and I will put it. Let me see what my cards are for next turn.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to go here. And did you fill in? You did. And
I did.
And I think that's all the construct. Oh, because that's going to spin those two. Oh, I could build some. No, I can't because I can only build temples.
Well, you
That's
can
it.
only build temples. Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Perfect.
In the meantime,
I'm
I've
done.
refilled the trade tiles, and who is next?
It's
So
me.
do I score?
20. Yes.
Do I
Oh
score?
yeah. What did you pick a card?
Yeah, of
and
course.
score?
Sorry. First, the scoring and the discarding and choosing a new card. So let me just put this card here. Now, scoring. We score for every cornfield. You have 2 cornfields. That's actually very easy to track because you can see it clearly on the game board, which means that you will be receiving 4 points, which moves you from 5 to 9. Let me just grab you and move you from 5 to 9. Your token here, and it's time for you to choose a card.
I took one.
Okay. All right. So it's my turn. So I'm going to do wood income in my mega row. So I get a wood, a stone, a coin, a brick, a corn, a wood, and a corn. And I'm going to spend one of my woods to use my ability that gives me a priest. So I don't know if I tap this.
Ability.
Thanks. I thought it was pretty cool. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend my 3 corn here and my priest to go up the track. So 3 steps up for me.
That is pretty cool.
Yep.
So
that means you're going to get 1 point for it, and I will give you the 1 point here right now. Of course, if I can get to your marker. You get to choose one of the resources here, and from now on, when you buy a level 2 trade tile, you will be getting a discount of 1.
I love it. That's perfect because I only have 1 coin.
Yes,
So
and you can right now use this 1 coin to buy yourself either a level 1 or a level 2 trade tile.
Okay, so yeah, so let me grab my 1 resource first, and I think that resource is going to be wood or stone. No, it's going to be stone. So I'll take a stone, and then I will go ahead and look over here, and I will take so basically I could get a level 1 for free. Is what we're saying.
No. This is specifically just for level 2. You have a discount of 1 for level 2. Later on, you can also get a discount of 2 for level 3. So basically, later in the game, as you climb the sacrifice track, you can make each level of tile just cost you 1 coin, but never less than 1 coin.
So I'll get this one, and I'll spend $1 for that then with my discount, and then
I will refill this.
And then I think I will go ahead and activate it to get 2 corn back.
So this one gets flipped face down, but it only gets flipped face down until the end of the turn. So once you finish, you can flip them back face up, or you can tap them like so. Obviously, whatever works for you.
Okay. Yep. So they're spent. So now I am going to jump into my construction, and it looks like I can build only in this yellow section, and I'll build a cornfield, and I will build a temple also. So the cornfield will be, I already have a cornfield in this area, so I could do this area. And I'll probably take this cornfield and then put a house out there. Was that right here? Yeah, I think that was there.
Right.
And then a temple, which, this is going to be my first temple. So I will take this temple here.
Splendid.
And then I think that's my turn. I need to place these, drop my card off.
Well, the first thing we're going to do right now is to give you some points. And you're getting 6 points because you have 3 cornfields. So that moves you from 7 points to 13.
Lovely.
So now you're the leader. And of course, you will need to pick a card as well.
Okay, I'm gonna put this here and get a priest. And then I'm going to, let me look at my hands real quick. I'm gonna put this here. Okay, and then I grab a card. And then that's my turn.
Okay. Am I next with 23?
Yes, you are next with 23. I managed to actually play an even higher card, but
Yeah,
it's
I
going
thought I
to
was
get
gonna go
crowded
last.
as all of us will be basically building in the same region.
A stone, a brick, a wood, a coin, and a second corn. Okay, so I can either build a pyramid level or perform a ritual. I can't do
Correct.
both.
No, both will not be possible because you only have one priest. Yes.
Maybe I don't need to build that pyramid right now. I'm going to use my priest and 2 corn to go up 2 spaces on the sacrifice track.
All right, which means that you will be getting 1 point and 1 resource. I'm going to give you that 1 point immediately. So you are now on 11.
I'm going to buy a trade. Oh, wait, maybe I should do this backward, the other way. Because I'm going to buy a trade tile that gives me a corn. So I should do that first so that I could go up the 1 extra space.
All right.
Yep.
Just don't take the corn, but I will take the brick from that. And then my
Understood.
1 free
I will
resource
refuel the tile
here. So I can build anywhere in yellow. So what does it cost to build a red? A brick and a stone? All right, so
Correct.
I'll take a stone. And then I can build anywhere in yellow. So I will build a, spend a wood and a stone to build, sorry, they're over here. Wood and a stone to build this in the yellow section.
Mm-hmm.
And then a brick and a stone gets me a red building. I will take this one. All right. That leaves me with 1 brick.
Okay. So, since you built everything, since you finished your construction action, you have 2 villages, 2 cornfields, sorry, so that will score you 4 points.
Wait, I should have. What just happened? I should have. No, 2?
1, 2. Yes, I can see that you have only 2 cornfields on the board.
Okay. I feel like a thing just disappeared.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I guess not. Did I never cover
1,
this up
2,
to get
3.
a coin? I guess I never covered it up to get a coin. Never mind. That's why. Okay. I'll take my coin now.
Okay.
Yeah, so 4 points for
My gosh,
cornfield.
what a retcon. Jeez. Well, by an hour ago, I forgot to grab my coin.
No, I just covered it. I thought I'd already covered it. That's why I was confused.
I'm getting with you.
I don't know why I didn't cover that space earlier.
Okay.
Right.
In the meantime, I have given you your 4 points.
Okay.
So what you need to do now is return
Discard
this
that,
card to the
and I will
pile
take this
there.
card.
Grab this card. Okay, so once again, I'm last, which is, well, good and bad at the same time. So with the brick, I'm going to get a coin, 2 bricks actually. So so both of them I'm going to grab here from this side. So that's 2 bricks, 1 wood, 1 priest, 1 wood, 1 stone, and 1 coin, if I can see that, if I see it correctly. Yes. And 1 coin. So let me grab this one here. Now everybody seems to have moved up the sacrifice track, and probably I will too. But in order to do this, I am going to first spend 1 coin and grab the stone and corn tile here. So that's a stone. I'm going to then spend 3 corn. So that's 2 corn plus 1 and a priest. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to do something very different from everyone, just to actually, exactly, just to be different, which means that I would actually need to get that 1 extra corn. So I'm going to grab that 1 extra corn. And then instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually build a pyramid tile. I'm going to grab the biggest one, put it here. I think I want to go, let me see. I mean, if I played smart, I would have noticed that there is no hills, which I could score a lot of points for, but that's okay, I guess. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab the forest one and place it here. And that basically costs me 1 of each resource, so 1 wood, 1 stone, and 1 brick, then also 1 priest. So that priest goes away for now. And I am, after building it, I am left with a stone and a brick. That allows me to build a temple. So I am going to build a temple, and it would be probably a good idea to build it here right now. Yes. So I'm going to do this, probably place it here, but so that temple goes into here. And let's see. Yeah, that was.
Oh, we just got something in the chat that says you have to build in the yellow region.
I have to, of course I have to build in the yellow region.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, look at the scene. That's why Marty's watching the chat.
Right, so let me very quickly fix that by getting perhaps this temple here, putting it right here.
Is that the yellow region?
One.
That's the blue region.
You took.
Of course, that's.
This is the one you
Of course.
picked up because you're black. I think you
Yes.
pulled a purple one.
Yes, I'm sorry. Now it's correct.
Okay.
I'm so sorry for the confusion. So I'm going to, in this case, I am going to grab this one from here. Yes, of course. And put it right here. So that finishes my construction phase. And once my construction phase is finished, I am going to firstly score some points. Not many points, just 4, but hey, that's okay. I can be last. Somebody has to be. So I'm at 6 points, and I'm going to grab this card into my hand, which means that we will be scoring for this region here.
Smart.
And the next as well. That's my chance to get a few points finally.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now, the round is again over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this. We are now in round 4. And let's place those cards here. And again, we can start. Yes, and of course my card, which is still there. Here it is. And now we can start looking into our cards for the 4th round.
Okay.
Got it.
Got it.
Same here.
Ooh, I don't got it. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
11.
9.
3.
15.
Oh.
I honestly thought I wouldn't be going last this time, but hey.
Oh.
And by the way, on the screen right now, we can see, we could for a moment see how the actual pyramid pieces, we can see how the actual pyramid pieces in the game will look. So these are the actual pyramid pieces from the game. Like I said, the ones here, these are just simple tiles for the Tabletopia build. but when you get the game, this is what you can expect to see.
That's very cool looking.
Happy to hear that. Okay. So who's going first?
I am with 3, I assume.
Yes, definitely. So as I see, you've taken already your resources, so it seems. And the first question is, are you going to be making a capital action?
I feel like I'm going to do a couple of capital actions. Oh, we need a new tile out here.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Got it.
Turning in one of everything.
Oh, you're going to grab and you're going to start your own pyramid.
Yeah, I feel like I need to.
Yeah, that's a good move.
And of course, the pyramid spaces are limited. There are 4 for a 4-player game, respectively. For a 3-player game, you get 3 spots, and for a 2-player game, you get 2 spots.
What is it? A ritual tile? Oh, you need a guy to get a ritual. That's not going to happen.
Yes.
I'm going to buy. I've got a brick. What do I need to build a village? A brick and a wood. I'm going to buy this tile that gives me a wood and a brick. I will take that wood and brick. And then what just came out? Nothing with
Well, since you bought already level 1, you cannot buy level 1 this turn again.
But I could buy level 2.
Absolutely. These are, however, converters. So something you have to spend something to get something.
Right. Well, I will because I have a discount, so I'll spend $1 to buy a level 2 one, and I'll do the brick turns into 2 wood. So I'll turn this brick in to 2 wood, which I don't have any. I'm going to pull wood from over here.
And by the way, for everyone looking now at those boards, there will be a promo available via BGG, which will give you alternative player boards with a slightly different grid. So
oh, nice.
If you want to, yes. I mean, cool. This is, as you can see, the game itself, the resource grid is kind of very different already every game, because it's you who is building it, and you can put anything you want there. You can fill it up with one type of building if you can achieve it. But we will have some alternatives available from BGG after the game is released.
I'll do this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're scoring the green section right now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
And this, I guess I'll just put there. So
right.
Score, I have in the green section 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings.
Yes, so that scores you 8 points. Let me give you those 8 points. You're on 23 right now.
Okay, and then I have to get rid of this. And then get something for next round, huh?
Okay, in the meantime, I guess I'll get started.
I got mine, so I'm good.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm activating wood. So I take 1 wood, 1 stone, 1 coin, 1 brick, 1 corn, 1 wood, and 1 corn. And I will go ahead and tap this to spend a wood to get a priest. Oh, decisions.
It's almost corn.
I know. I'm a corn machine. Yeah, so I'm gonna spend my 4 corn and my priest to go up on the sacrifice track.
To shoot up on the sacrifice track, you want to say.
Yep, in a space.
4 corn there?
Rocket up.
4, yeah. So what does that get me? I'm blue.
Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, a total of 5 points,
Nice.
1 resource, and a discount for level 3. And I'm going to move you up by 5 points right now.
Thanks.
So that
Sorry.
get
Okay.
14.
So, and then I get 1 resource, and then I get a 2 coin discount on level 3. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now every single type of trade tile costs 1 coin for you. You can even right now buy one of them for simply 1 coin.
And I will. Let me, let's do.
Let me quickly refresh them for you from left to right. So the leftmost one allows you to simply place one of your little tokens on a ritual card without paying anything, without looking at the number of pyramid pieces you have. The middle one allows you to pay 2 corn to move 4 spaces up on the ritual track, again once. And the one on the right-hand side is actually an upgrade to your player board, because if you place it on your player board, from now on, your villages will cost you 1 wood, just 1 wood, not 1 wood and 1 brick as depicted here.
Okay, I'm going to take this one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any cards out, and I'm just going to do it right now. And I'm going to pick. Let me see what this one says.
So again, here,
the ritual or sacrifice track.
Is this the offering track? Is the sacrifice track? Is that what that
yes,
is?
yes, I'm sorry, the offering track. Yes.
Okay, I think that's my best bet at this point.
That's a lot of points for you there.
Okay, yeah. That worked out nicely. Okay, cool. And then I need to pick my resource as well. And I think for my resource, I will pick, I need to spend my coin to get that token too. For my resource, I will pick a clay. But I think I'm going to do a pyramid with, I'm going to do a pyramid also. So I'm going to spend, this is not actually how I was envisioning my turn going, but that's okay. I'm not mad. So I'll spend 1 of each and a priest. And then I'll build, I think I'm going to start a new one as well.
Okay, and
this.
All right.
And I think that might be, do I want to trade this in for corn right now? Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and trade this in for 2 corn with my corn exchange ability. And tap that. And then.
Great.
So then I just need to score. If I score the green area, I only have 1 building.
So that is 2 points, but hey, you have some great perspectives for the future. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're on 20 points right now, and you need to pick one of the cards. The choice isn't huge, I would say, when it comes to where things will be going on during the next round.
Yep, I'll take this one. Yeah.
Okay. So that, I think, finishes your turn.
All right.
Yes.
So I'm activating the wood. I'll be going horizontally, which will give me a wood, 2 stone, 1, 2.
I'll grab a coin for you as it is there, and the priest.
Yep, and then 1 food. Got it.
Right.
All
yes.
right. So that does my collect income phase. Now I am also going to spend the priest to go up the sacrifice track and move up 3 with the 3 food. So that'll move me up to, I can get a card, level 2 card for 1. Gets me another 2 points and a resource of my choice.
Lovely.
Correct.
So here, I'll just grab the victory point, move it up to 11. All right, so I can grab a one of my choice. Let me sort these here. I really wish there was a wood conversion card. There's not.
There is an into wood conversion card if you're interested.
Yeah, I don't really need that at all. Sort these like this. All right. So I could get a level 1 for free though, right?
No. Again, the discount here gives you a 1 discount for level 2 and then 2 discounts for level 3. So they simply drop to 1, and level 1 is already at 1. So
Gotcha. Okay.
So those won't get any cheaper.
Then, man, I don't know if I need that right now. I don't need to convert. Well, stone to brick. Let me look at my cards here. Don't need that either. So I can't do any more rituals. Can't do a sacrifice. Can't build a pyramid level. So the only thing left at this point will be to do the trade. Let me see if I have what I want to build here. So I can only build in the stone area. Green is scoring. So I can build one of those.
Basically, if you're looking to score in a green area, you're looking to build a temple, which is a brick and a stone, and possibly a village, which is a brick and a wood. So in fact, if you can get that extra brick, you would be able to build both.
Yep.
And there definitely is a way to get that extra brick.
There is. If I want to spend that coin, though, but that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 2 points when you break it down. Is the value of the coin worth more for you? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, with that in mind, I think I'm just going to hold on to that gold.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to build a temple. So I'll pay these 2. And
right, and the temple is going to come here, I believe, correct?
Yep,
Yes.
I'm going to go right there, take one of my buildings, drop it right there.
Okay.
Drop it like it's hot, then I'm done.
Okay, so I'm going to put your card in the discard pile, and in the meantime, we have 2 other things to do. You have to choose one of your cards and get some points. In your case, it's going to be 2, 4, 6 points for the region here. So from 11 to 17.
Nice.
And I will take, I'll take this one.
Okay. In the meantime, let me see what I can do here. I have a brick and I have one really good option for doing those resources. So I'm going to get a coin and a priest and yet another coin, which I have to grab from all the way down here. So let me grab that. And then from the regular resources, I will be getting 2 bricks, a stone, and a wood. So first thing I am going to do now, I think this is the right way, the right way to go. I am going to spend all 4 of my corn here and the priest, if I can grab all of my corn right now. So all 4 of my corn, and I'm going to go up 4 spaces on the sacrifice track here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives me 3 points, 1 resource of my choice. So that's 1, 2, 3. I'm on 9. I'm gaining on you, people, definitely. I have now a discount for level 2, and I get a resource of my choice. So in this case, let me take a very quick look here. I can build on any forest. So if I want to build both of these, I will need a wood, a stone, then another wood and a brick. So I need an extra wood right now, which is exactly what I'm going to grab. Now, when it comes to the trade tiles, I think I'm going to hold off on buying them right now, and instead simply spend indeed 2 wood a stone and a brick, like so. And then I'm going to place my buildings, my houses here and here. So let me just grab this and this, sorry. And let me try to put them somewhere. A quick look at my hand should reveal some good spots to place them. So I will place them here and here. Now, when it comes to scoring, I think I might actually score a few points this round, as I will be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be 12 points.
Wow.
Which moves me to 21.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. I finally, one of my plans worked, which is kind of great. And I think that under the circumstances, looking at what will be scored, I think that I'm better off leaving the forest to be scored than leaving the yellow region. Yes.
Good man.
So I'm going.
Good
3
man.
yellow regions, and you guys took all of them. I can't believe it.
Sorry.
I purposely did that so he could have an option to take the other one.
So right now, round 4 has finished,
Here we
and
go.
we are going. No, sorry.
So will there be a scoring on the card that's left over at the end?
Wait 1 second. We are now doing round 5, correct?
Yep.
Yes, round 5. So no, we shouldn't have. We probably had just an extra card here.
Okay.
Instead in the setup. So basically, in the last round, we don't get new cards because this is simply the final scoring that's going to happen as the round ends. And again, we choose the cards. Yeah.
All right.
This is
it.
This
All
is
right,
it.
yep, this is it.
This is it. Maybe not. Maybe there's a smarter play there. So.
Oh yeah, is there a point to what card we draft this round?
We don't draft cards.
No, we're not going to draft.
We don't draft cards. Yes, I'm sorry. We just had too many.
Okay, I was just wanted to make sure.
Tough call.
Yeah, everybody set?
I think we're all in. Yep.
Yes.
2.
14.
20.
26.
All right, I'm out last.
All right, so I'm gonna go and take my wood, my 2 stones.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the 4th round, not the 5th round. However,
it is.
And normally we would be playing normally we would be playing until the end of the 5th round. However, since we have about 15 minutes left, I think it's okay if we play until the end of this round and score. Normally, the game would simply be one round.
This already is the 5th round.
This is the 5th. So no, sorry. Yes,
we've already played 4. I was like,
yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, because I bought a tech tile almost every turn. So though this is the 5th round anyway. So I get 2 priests and coin. I have to AP for a minute and figure out what's the most points for me. I can buy a level 2. I can turn. What can I turn? A brick into 2 wood. I don't need that. I need to turn a wood into something, Marty.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So buy one of those, so I have the option to get it.
I can't even. There's none of those even help me really. So if I build another, so what is the benefit of me building on somebody else's pyramid is just getting extra points, correct?
Yes, you will be able to score for that. So for example, let's take a quick look. If you are here, you're not really. Yeah, for example, you have 3 buildings in the yellow region here, right? So if you now put a tile on this pyramid started by started with the blue piece, you will be getting a point for each of those as well.
Sure. The red.
But he could also build on his own pyramid, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got 2 reds. Where are they? Dirt. Oh, they're all on dirt. All 3 of my reds. That was a mistake. All right, I want to see what will get me the most points. So I'm going to do a ritual. So that's going to be my guy plus a coin. I will do. I have only level 1s here. These are all 2, 3, 4, 5 points for that one. Or 1, 2, 3 points. I think this one makes the most sense for me. I don't think I have enough. Can't believe all my red ones happen to be on dirt. I really thought I was doing better with that. Do I want to build a pyramid? That would be all my brick. I'd have no brick left. Oh, man, I really screwed up here. And what is it to build a palace? It's how much? I'm sorry.
To build a palace, you actually have this here in the top right. Yes, you have to pay 1 of each, and then that does not go on your resource grid. It goes here into the palace space, and you mark the actual palace with this and your house, and that will be then worth 2 houses. So any scoring, this will score as 2.
Okay, I'm going to do that and build a house or build a palace. And again, I have to follow my card legally, right? So I have to build it
yes.
on a red. So I will do it on
Correct.
this one here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's me. And I'm left with, might as well spend this. There's nothing else to do with corn, right? I don't have enough to build a pyramid level. Which
You
is
could go up on the
unfortunate.
ritual track one
I
level.
think that's really all I can do is go up on the ritual track 1 level. So I'll do that.
It's 2 points.
2 points, yeah.
Yep. And then the stone and brick or stone and wood I can't build. That's where I messed up. I really needed to build a wheat this turn. I didn't. I played the wrong card out of my hand. So that's it for me.
All right.
Any scoring?
Oh well, yeah, a little bit.
The
2, I
forest,
think.
yes. In
This is
your
where
case, yes,
this
it is
where
2
I get
points.
destroyed. Yeah, 2 points. Yep. So I'd be at 25, right? Yes, 25.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, because I really did not want wood to end up on top there.
All right. So here we go. So income phase. Well, I'm playing stone going vertical down. So that's going to be a total of 3 stone. All right, grab that. Then it's going to be 1 brick and 3 priest.
Wow.
Yeah. I got to make something happen. You guys are all building pyramids, and I'm just sitting here watching in amazement. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So put that there, that there, that there, that there. All right. So what is the cost of putting on a ritual card? What is the times for each level of pyramid thing?
So basically, you have to have 1 level of pyramid per token you place on a ritual card. So if you have, right now, you have no pyramid, you've built no pyramid pieces, which means that you cannot have any tokens on ritual cards. Once you have 1, you can have 1, and then 2, you can have 2. Once you've built at least 3, you can have all of your 3 tokens on ritual cards.
Okay, but let me think about this. If I can turn in that to that, I can have 3 sets. I can do 3 pyramid levels. That could be valuable because if
some
you
witchcraft happening here, some sorcery, I see.
So if you're part of a complete pyramid, it's worth 5 points.
It is if the pyramid is complete. So, yes.
All right, here we go. So I'm going to buy one of these cards for at the discount. I'm going to spend 1 gold to buy a level 2 card, which is going to be this one, to convert 1 stone into 2 brick. So I'll pay my cost. Then I'm going to pay this 1 stone right there to convert into 2 brick.
There you go.
And then if I got that laid out right, I'm going to build 3 levels.
Yep.
You can do it.
What makes sense here? Definitely not this one because I got nothing there. So in the plains area, I've got 2 buildings. And
in your own too.
I could pick my own. Oh, I could pick my own. That's right.
Red buildings. You have 3 red buildings.
Oh, that does make sense. So I will spend to build a base.
Now, will you be building 2 pieces or just 1 piece?
Building 3.
I could build 3 pieces. Yep. So I'll do that. Drag this over here.
Okay.
And then make sure green is. I do have 3.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. There is one thing I did not mention.
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
That's
you cannot build. You can build only 1 piece per pyramid. So you can build 3 pieces, but you can't put them on the same pyramid. You can't just go.
Oh.
You have to share with others on 1 turn. If it was multiple turns, you could build your own pyramid. Like now, each of us can still build 1 piece of a pyramid on top of what we have. But on 1 turn, you cannot just build 1 pyramid. So you have to get involved in other people's pyramids if you want to build more pieces.
Okay.
You get a lot of from wood as well.
Yep. So I'll build 1 there too. So I've spent that one. So I'll take a middle piece to go on the wood. And then somebody needs to cap these off. I'm just saying. Oh, and I've got 2 up in this area here. So I'll spend the 3rd to go right there.
Oh, too bad, because I maybe would have capped 1 off, but.
Oh, well, I don't have any in that region that you would cap off. And
That's true.
I think I'm tapped out. So I think I'm done.
Yeah, that was a lot of resources spent at once.
All right. So let's take a quick look at the forest.
Do this.
The forest, and
thanks.
you have 1, 2. I think I see only 2 houses on
1,
forest area,
2.
so that's good.
Oh, there's 1 more up
No,
here.
3. He's got
1
3.
more. That's 6. Okay, so you're on 23 points right now. And let's remove your card just to make.
And I will try to be quick here. So I'm going to get my income. I get a wood, and then I'm going to get a stone, a coin, a brick, a corn, a wood, and a corn. Corn and a wood. So let's see. I do not have a priest right now, so I definitely need to spend 1 wood to get a priest. And flip that over, and then I will.
Yeah, you had a good little combo with those 2 cards.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really good.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah.
And then I have $1, which let me just check these cards. 2 corn. Oh, that would have bumped me 4 steps up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So if I do that, so these pyramids don't score unless they're completed, huh?
They do score. They do score. The 5-point bonus is scored only if the pyramid is complete.
Only if it's completed.
If it is not complete, you simply score for the levels that are there. 1 point per every house that actually fits the bonus tile under the pyramid.
Okay. So in that case, I think I will. Yeah, I don't need that at this point. I think I'll spend my $1 on this one.
That's a good one.
And so that's my $1. And then so I'm going to spend the 2 corn right now to go up.
I will move you 4 up, which gives you 4 points instantly. So that's 24. And apart from that, from now on, you can place a piece on a ritual card without paying the priest, and you get right now 1 resource of your choice.
Okay. a resource of my choice. I have the 2 corn that I can get up the rest of the way up the track. Resource of my choice, we are scoring forests, and I have like nothing in forests right now. So I guess I'll go ahead and take a wood. And I'll get some regular old buildings out. Okay, so then I'm gonna do the ritual track, sacrifice this priest and 2 more corn.
Wow.
To finish off that track. All right.
So let me move you up right now. You get extra 5 points, and you get to put your marker on a ritual card right now.
Okay.
On any card you want.
I'll put it on
apart
this
from
one.
one card.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's blowing us away.
Yeah, there's no way here. That track is really, I mean, I should have gone up that track. I think I made a mistake not fighting to go up higher on that.
Yeah, it just made sense for me because I had the priest
well,
ability.
yeah, that combo to turn a wood into a priest is, man, that is the card that both Marty and I needed. That like would have blown the whole thing open for us.
Okay, and then so to try to get in on the scoring for this forest business, I have to build in yellow, so I'll just get a cornfield and a village. It looks like. So I'll just take, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I'll just take these 2 and spend this stuff. Okay, and I think that's the end of my turn.
All right, let's score some points. Let's score you some points. I can see 1 on forests, and none here and none here.
Don't forget to put your buildings out for where you just took them from.
She just built 2 more.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, there you go.
6 more points in addition to that.
That's another 2, and that's another 2. Okay, so
wow.
1, 2.
Oh yeah, we
two.
were crushed.
Oh yes, oh yes. I will try to fight a little bit at the end because maybe I won't finish up last. So
okay,
that's always something worth fighting for. So to do that, to maybe not finish last, I'm going to spend all of my money.
Did you get your resources?
I did.
Okay.
And I am going to get this tile, which I will actually no, maybe I'm going to get this tile, which I'm going to immediately spend to get an extra stone and to get an extra corn right here. So this is the first thing I'm going to do. Then let's see, yes, that absolutely makes sense for me. Then I'm going to spend the priest and 2 corn, which I have, to move 2 spaces up the ritual track here. So I would be moving 1 and 2 right here. And that means that I can potentially get yes, I already put away all 3 of my coins, but here I will get a wood, and then I can get a tile from every level. So from this level, I'm going to take, no, not this tile apparently, but definitely from the last one, I will be getting, each of them says no brick. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this as well. And that is actually a total of 3 coins for me. Now, I will spend 1 of those bricks to get 2 stone. So that's 2 more stone. And now with this, I can build cornfields with just stones. So I'm simply going to build 2 cornfields with 2 stones, and those are going to come basically.
It has to be in the yellow area, right?
It has to be in the yellow area, yeah.
This one, and there is no other cornfield. Oh, how sad. So in that case, I still have those extra stones. So I'm going to place 1 right here in the cornfield space, indeed. And then I'm going to simply spend all 3 resources to get this, but as a palace. So this is going to come here. And that'll be everything. I pretty much have no further resources to deal with anything. I do have some bricks left, I think, but that changes very little. And I get to score. In this case, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, because the score is double. 5 times 2, that's going to be 10 points in my case. So I'm going to move from 21 to 31. And that pretty much ends the game. Now, let's very quickly score points. Just as a reminder, I'm going to, for a moment, show on the screen what we're going to be scoring for. The first thing is the sacrifice track. So blue player gets 9 points for the sacrifice track. That's going to be 44. Then 6 points goes to the black player, which is me, so 37 right here. And then purple player receives 3 points, putting them at 26. Then the next step is the rituals. So let's take a quick look. Blue player will be scoring a lot of points here because
that is crazy.
Because blue player is scoring 12 plus, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 22 points.
Sheesh.
22 points, so that's 66.
So what you're telling me is if you want to win, you just climb to the top of the ritual track.
Well, she also had that, also the card that boosted it too.
Correct. Now, orange player.
Yeah, we had no chance. I get
3, 4, 5 points.
I get 5 points for that one.
Yeah, I should have at least put a token on there. So,
I mean,
it's first game.
So that's 30.
I don't know that it would have mattered with that little engine she had going.
Right. Yes. Now, this is everything for rituals. Let's take a look at pyramids. So, from left to right, I would be getting 1 point for everything on a forest. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 from what I see. So from 38 to 42. Then purple player is getting the same, not exactly the same points, but the same deal. So 1, 2, let's see here.
3.
3.
It's just 1 point per?
Yeah, because we didn't finish it.
Well, if we finished it, what would it have been?
5 points per.
No. Oh,
actually, no. That if you finish it, it's flat 5 points for each level you have there. Now
so
let's see.
Is only ever 1 point per. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I was
1,
never
2,
getting
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points for orange player.
Which is not much. I was never really going to get points then, I guess.
37. Then purple player gets 1, 2. Let's see. That's 2 more points for purple, if I see it. Yes.
Yep, I think so.
Points.
I'm dead last.
And then blue here is getting, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more points. That brings you to 72. Okay. Then purple player gets 1. Wait, stop 1 second. Yes. Purple player will be getting 3 more points here. So that's 31, 34. And this is the whole game of Zapotec with a smashing, incredible victory here, and a few other people just like somewhere behind.
I know I know what I'm doing next time I play this game. 100% going up that track and ignoring everything else.
Well, the designer just said, if you want to win, you really should actually complete a couple pyramids.
Yeah, well, they only give you. I mean, you only get 5 points. Like the most you can get is 20 points if you're part of each completed pyramid, and that's a lot. Like that's a lot of resources to be part of each one, and you have to hope that other people complete them. I wasn't willing to risk other people actually helping me complete those pyramids. Maybe you guys would have. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it always depends a little bit also on what we get in the rituals. The rituals kind of change the game a little bit every time you play it, because in this specific game, yes, going up the sacrifice track, the ritual track, is something that scored you super extra points as if you manage to put yourself on this ritual card here, this one here, that scored you extra points. But again, without that, this would have been maybe slightly different. And also, for some of us at least, a very decent points could be gained from this card here. And I think I may have made a mistake here for not doing this, because I believe I might have gotten 18 points for here, for this card. At this point, I think so, because I have Yeah,
You only have,
I
you only
won't
have
be.
2 of each village out though, right? Don't you need 3 of each for that one?
Yes, and I'm looking right now. I have, yes, actually that wouldn't be 18 points, but maybe then I would slightly change
Sure.
the types of buildings which I built during the last turn to fit the bill. Definitely 12 points that basically I could have gotten quite easily. In the end, like I said, the rituals may kind of guide some of the games which you play here, with very different ones often making other things also very lucrative.
Sure.
Sure.
Great game, Candace.
Thanks.
Yeah, well done.
Good game,
Nice
guys.
job.
Yeah, congratulations. That was a marvelous game.
I had fun. I had
Yeah.
fun. It was great
It
playing
was,
with
thanks
you
for
guys.
teaching us.
Yeah, thanks for the teach.
Yes.
Looking
And
forward to playing this some
it
more.
was a great pleasure to play with you fine folks. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for everyone who has been watching. Right now, we will be going into an interview with Fabio Lopiano, so the person who designed this game. This is going to be starting presently. So once again, thank you all very much for taking part, and thank you to everyone who has been watching
Thank you
us.
for inviting us.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Nice
Great.
meeting everybody.
Yeah.
Nice
Bye,
playing
everybody.
with y'all.
Yeah.